Oh, you got to turn the lights off. That's how that's
Ooh,
supposed to work.
a little ambiance.
Well, it's just for the start screen. We got like 2 minutes before
Yeah.
we start. Of course, they could hear us talk, so don't talk shit while we're in here, or at least too much. Oh my
Me never.
goodness. Let me know when you guys are good to go.
I'm Peachy Keen.
Peachy King. Krinlee, you Peachy King as well?
I suppose so. I might have to Google that later.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let me see. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. All right. Let's turn on some lights. What is up, guys? It's your boy Sean Flac 2.0 coming at you live and direct here from the studio, here with me in the studio. After a long hiatus, I do got up here, I guess I'm at the bottom row right now, but up here to my left, is that my left? Yeah, up there to my left, I got Mr. Krinlee. What's up, Mr. Krinlee?
What's up? How's everybody doing tonight?
Man,
I gotta
live
get
after
YouTube
a
running.
while, it's been a while. And of course, above me right here on my right hand side, I got NjordGod. What's up, Njord?
Apparently, I'm having some issues, and it just fixed itself. Elgato was trying to wig out, but I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
We're doing excellent. I love the voice mod you're bringing to us.
Is it clear?
Yeah, but it definitely sounds like you're talking into a can.
Yeah, I was gonna say a tin
It
can.
should have switched. My bad. Is it better now?
Yes, it is.
Is it still better?
Now you went
Or
back.
am I back to the can?
You're back in the can.
Really? Okay, that's weird. Anyway, okay, we'll go with that. I'll figure that out later.
Okay, now you're sounding normal.
Yeah, it should. That one when I switched, it shouldn't have gone to a can.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. We're looking good. Okay. So what is up, guys? We haven't been here in a long time. The last one we got together for was in July. So a lot has happened between July and now. So if you guys are trying to point of reference, today is November 7th and 7 Day. So, point of reference for when we're live streaming this episode. It is November 7th, so we've been gone for, let's say, what is that, June, July, August, September, October, November. So it's been about 4 months since we've got together and put an episode. Life has happened, a lot of things up and down. And we're back at you with you guys. We want to do a real quick catch-up episode and let you know that we're still alive and kicking.
Dad life has just been dadding hard.
yes. So it is what it is. So we're gonna get together at least on November. I believe, and correct me guys if I'm wrong, this is Men's Mental Health Month, isn't it? Mental Health Awareness Month?
I don't think so. I think that has come and gone.
I think it was October.
Oh, see, look at that. Was that October? Well, you know what? If it was,
It's actually June. Men's Mental Health Month is observed annually in June.
In June.
What was
So
October?
why did I read that it was like something?
Breast cancer awareness is in June.
Okay, what else? Well, what is in November? I thought I saw something, right? November month. Like what else?
No, I meant October. Breast cancer awareness is in October. I was corrected.
Okay, let's see. What month is November aware? Oh, so Native American Heritage Month. Oh, National Diabetes Awareness Month. I'm diabetic myself. What else we got here? Movember for men's health. Movember? You guys heard of that one?
No, never.
Okay, so let's take a look at Movember, a global men's health movement focused on prostate cancer, testicular cancer, and men's mental health. Movember.
Okay, so they lumped in. So they lumped in mental health, but
right, in that,
it's
so I knew I saw something about men's mental health.
I think it's I guess more of men's health.
Yes.
Men's health awareness month.
Global men's health movement. And you know what? Every day should be men's mental health awareness. We just had that news that and again, sports. I don't know if you guys follow sports. I don't follow it too much, but I had saw on the news that one of the Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys player. I don't know what player it was. I can't even remember his name, but He was only 24 years old, and he took his own life. They look that up, guys. Like I said, we're advocates for men's mental health year round, and so something like that, it always hurts us to say. I don't know if he had a family or anything like that. And again, real quickly, so men's mental health for us as a group for sure is every day that we wake up. So, if you need some help or anything like that, there's resources out there. And what they say is that depressed people don't fake being depressed; they fake being okay. So you never know what's going on in people's lives. So
there's a really good song that I recently found. It's called Masquerade.
Masquerade.
Let me. Playlists. Where did I put this?
Masquerade. And who's it by?
Is it George Benson? No, that's an old
Parker.
song.
Abe Parker.
Okay.
Abe Parker.
And what it is for me is the lyrics, and it's all about like how we put on a mask to fake that we're doing okay.
Okay, so Abe Parker Masquerade official lyric video. We're not what's that called? We're not monetized. So I'm gonna go ahead and share this with you guys, and then we'll give it a listen. We don't really got an agenda except for just hanging out, checking in with each other. So let me see if I can get this pulled up and then share it with the group here. And let's see here.
Well, you want to do something while he's working on that?
What you want to do?
Sure.
I want to go ahead and knock out what's in your cup.
Oh, look at Krinlee getting all assertive. Some things have changed the last 4 months. I love it.
Well, I'm excited. I got something new tonight. I'm going to try.
Okay. All right.
I've had the tropical beer hug. Now we got some big mango beer hug.
Okay.
Hey, can't we all watch it together?
Yeah, so I'm gonna share it.
Yeah, he's gonna stream it.
I'm gonna share it in the in our group.
Discord.
Yeah. In the Discord thing.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So yeah, I got it all. So okay, so you know what? I already hit the horns. We said what's in our cup. Krinlee came out with something new. You know me. I'm gonna go ahead and keep mine 100. I just I stick to it. The only difference is the decor. I got my Diet Coke, non-sponsored, obviously, but we skip over. We skip over Thanksgiving nowadays, which I don't know why. But anyway, so we got Santa on the Diet Coke over.
I actually figured it out. I actually know why.
Why?
Because Thanksgiving is not an international holiday. Okay. So Canada has Thanksgiving, but it's in October.
Okay.
We Americans have it here in November.
Okay.
But Christmas is an international holiday, all in December. So the next holiday for everywhere is Christmas.
And that makes good marketing, right?
Well, I was gonna say I figured it was that Coke couldn't sell Thanksgiving, so.
You know what? That as well. I'll go with that one as well. Okay, so let me get this thing. Njord, what's in your cup?
Y'all know what I'm drinking.
Well, it's been a couple months. Maybe it changed up. I'm pretty
What am I
sure
drinking?
It hasn't. Right?
I know what it is.
What is it?
It's Jameson. Black Barrel.
Black Barrel.
No, it's not.
Got him.
Tell us we know, and then we don't know.
What you got?
So I've got Cardew Gold Reserve single malt Scotch whiskey.
God.
Oh, what'd you get?
And it's the
Of
Game
course
of
it is.
Thrones limited
wow.
edition.
Of course it is.
House Targaryen.
Okay. Of course.
It's actually pretty good. I'm not a huge Scotch guy.
Okay.
Right? But it's actually pretty good.
Isn't like Scotch one of those things where it's like aged rum or something like that?
No, it's whiskey. It's considered whiskey.
Got it.
But you have a difference between bourbon and Scotch.
Got it. But
Jameson is a bourbon.
Got it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I knew it was something like that. You know me, I'm not the drinker, you know. So okay, so let's see if I can get this thing going. So we got share your screen. We're gonna share this right here. Just want to make sure you guys can see that, right?
Watch stream right now.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's
I've not ever seen the music video, so this will be interesting.
okay. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Can we hit pause?
Damn. That's deep.
Talk about calling you out within the first verse and then the chorus.
Right. That's
Right.
deep.
I've got it pulled up here on my phone, right? So you know, you got to feel this way, or at least don't show it. Right? You know, everyone's sitting here telling, "Oh, you ended the stream." Oops.
Oh, did you pull it up? Oh no, I just didn't.
No.
I just stopped sharing it.
Oh, okay. No, so I'm just looking at it on my phone.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna put it back up when we're ready. I just wanted to, for the visual here on the show. Go ahead.
So, right, one of the lines is, a substance left in my head, keep me in line, telling me if I'm not allowed to feel this way, or at least don't show it, right? And it goes, you got an image to protect. Why? It's just like completely calling it all out, and then it's just one of those things where it goes right into, hey, you're not alone, right? Other people are doing it too, because we're all dancing with the devil around the truth, and we paint our smiles and we hide our face and we keep it prim and proper. There's no stopping this charade. Chant the words like you're supposed to do. I'm fine.
Yep.
How are you?
Yep.
That first verse running right through to the first chorus. So if go ahead.
Okay. Hold on. Let's hit it again.
Tear down all the cathedral. We worship at the altar of ourselves. 1,200 little pixels. The fake heaven out of our personal
Pause. Did you all catch that?
I did not.
Okay.
So break it down.
So we worship at the altar of ourselves, 1,200 little pixels to fake heaven out of our personal hell. It's your Facebook life, right? It's the what you share to everybody else. They don't get to see the dirty. They don't get to see the ugly. You give them an image that you want them to see, right?
And that's even just your regular life too.
Right.
Yeah,
So I mean, again, it's just calling everything out right here.
Now, where did you find this song?
TikTok.
Oh, interesting enough. That's one account that I don't frequent. But
I'm finding a lot of good artists. I'm finding a lot of good artists on TikTok right now.
Okay. So if you guys are just now joining the show, we are talking about this song is called
Men's health awareness.
We did talk, just men's health awareness clumped in with this global movement thing for November. This song is called Masquerade by, and I don't have it in front of me just because
Abe Parker.
Abe Parker. Okay, hey man, check it out.
ABE Parker.
Okay, well let's finish this up. I mean, we're already demonetized anyway by playing it so much, so let's finish out the song.
I don't know, if we do it in 15-second segments, we should be good.
Nah, well, at this point, let's enjoy the music and listen to the message.
What's the matter with it? I'm alone and she's alone and we're alone admitted. But just wait a minute, I think the high is kicking in. So welcome to the masquerade. We're
So in a minute, it's going to come up with the part. It's going to say, and funny part is, I want you to pay attention to this outro.
Okay.
Like the last verse.
And the funny part is we all see right through everybody's mask except our own. Till we're driving home and can't convince ourselves we're not really alone.
So
Was that it?
yeah, that was it.
Okay.
And we, so for those again who are just joining us, we were talking about depression, right?
Yeah.
And that instantly made me think of this song and how we're always putting on a mask if we're feeling bad, because Sean brought up, depressed people don't fake being depressed, they fake being happy.
Right.
And this song I thought was just a perfect summary of that and what really hits me the hardest with depression is that very last segment, right? I'm just going to speak it through one more time.
Go ahead.
And it says, and the funny part is we all see right through everybody's mask except our own until we're driving home and we can't convince ourselves we're not really alone. That's when the depression hits us.
And you know what? It's so crazy that's when it normally happens. Right? We're driving home all alone, and like you pull up to the house, and sometimes we sit there and we pause, and like honestly, that's when reality hits. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
So
trying to play.
okay. No, that was a great song. Great
Yeah.
messaging to raise awareness to that stuff, and then also the fact that you're not alone. They kept kind of saying that, and then to me, honestly, besides the messaging, I actually like the song. Like
Yes.
how
It's catchy.
yeah, very ballad. I really like the instruments that are used. I like the way it's composed and put together, and then the messaging has a lot more meaning for us people like us, where we men's mental health in general is a big deal. So no, thank you for sharing.
I'm
and
going to
pulling
throw
that one
out-
that was a good one.
I'm actually going to throw out one more cult, what's becoming a cult classic already, and it's on Netflix, and I'm sure you guys have all heard of it. But K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh yeah, of course.
Have you watched it?
Oh yeah, we've done
Not
that.
all-
We've
not
done
all of
Fan
it.
Fest. Oh, I mean, come on, I gotta
Okay.
Yeah,
I've
absolutely.
not watched
you
it, but
picked
I've
up-
listened to the soundtrack.
And I
Okay.
bought
No.
the soundtrack.
So I'm my daughter was roomie for Halloween.
Same,
Okay.
right?
My wife and my sister were the other two dressed in the towels and the hair things, going couch, 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 going down the street.
Mira and Zoe, right?
Yeah. So I actually had not watched this movie all the way through until like 2 days ago. I've just been picking up like random pieces.
Right.
Have you picked up on the background messaging of that movie?
There's a lot of it. So just what exactly are you talking about specifically?
They're demons. What are their demons? What are they fighting?
Are we talking about? Well, explain it to me because I
The
guess.
demon is insecurities.
Oh yes, with her
Right?
markings and all that
So-
stuff. Yeah.
Well, no, every one of them, right? One of them has an insecurity about not having a family, not belonging, right? One of them has an insecurity about being too much or not enough, right? And you get that at the intake of Idol, right? Like
Right.
the song "I'm Gonna Be Your Idol."
Okay, go ahead.
But the whole movie is centered around you're not the only person who is dealing with these demons. I mean, and what really gets that is when they're trying. So the demons are trying to take the Han Moon. I don't know all the terminology in this movie. Okay.
Okay.
But they're trying to steal their fans, and you notice that when Huntrix goes away and the Saja Boys are actually taking over with the song "Be Your Idol,"
Which I
they're
think is a
infecting
banger.
everybody's minds. Yes, that's my favorite song.
Yeah, it's a banger.
They're infecting all the fans' minds and everybody's minds with their biggest insecurities and promising they'll take them away.
Yeah, or,
But
you know,
in all reality,
I love you.
but
for
in all
your
reality,
sins, right?
right, they're going to make them worse.
Right.
Right. So don't indulge your insecurities. You want to fight them.
That's an
That's-
interesting take. There was a
Again,
lot.
now
There was a lot.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Go back and watch it now through that lens, and you will see it blatantly.
No, I mean that was the whole thing when they released Golden, and you get to that part where, and again, spoiler alert if you guys have not watched this, and then Krinlee, I don't want to spoil it for you, but I guess I'm gonna have
Go
to.
ahead.
Okay, but when they reveal that she's a half demon, you know, what I mean? Like
Right.
you're like that particular part, you're like, oh shit, like there's that little plot twist right there. And that's why she won't go do the certain things that she did. And you're right; it is about the insecurities. I guess the underlying thing that that stood out to me was it's breaking traditional norms, right? Because like she was supposed to be part of this group, and this is what they were supposed to do, and she's half demon, and the aunt has it in her head that if you kill all the demons, it'll take your insecurities away, and that's what we
Right.
have to work towards, and that's like the traditional value. And then she's like,
To the
"No."
point, even like right before, like Rumi shows up for the idol in that last song, where the aunt is still trying to say, no, we can say it was a lie. We can cover these up. We can cover these
Yeah.
up.
We can
hide
hide
them
it.
again.
Yes. And so,
Yeah.
it's just like we're going against your tradition here. We're gonna go do something. We're gonna do something else. And then in the out song, and I forget what it's called. Shoot, I mean, I got the, but be your idol for me. Got to be the banger out of all. I mean, just the beat. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna have to be a Saja boy because the song was so
pretty
good.
much.
But it was the final
just think-
song, and it's called "What It Sounds Like."
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I think with the things over the last year and a half that we've talked about, this whole thing of breaking especially for men, right? Breaking the traditional norms, talking about your issues and fight against them. Don't just bury them.
Right.
Right? That all of a sudden when I watched through this, it just kind of like hit me. I'm like, wow.
It's so funny because, again, the different perspective. Like I really didn't think about it like that because I had a little bit different perspective and going into it. But now that you bring that up, like that's what I love about music and movies. Depending on who watches it, will interpret it completely differently and could change a perspective and be like, hey, what did you think about like this? And you're like, oh, it brings more depth. I ain't gonna lie, I loved it. One of the themes that you're seeing within the last couple of years especially in animation is the parents or the parental figures apologizing to their children, right? Like you see this in in Kanto. You saw it in what was the other Red, with the red panda
that's
thing.
what I was thinking.
Yeah, you saw it in all the different animations where we're breaking tradition, and now the parents are apologizing.
Luca?
Go ahead. Oh,
I was just saying
Coco.
Luca.
Oh, Luca. Yeah, I mean, like all these ones where it's like, we're fighting against.
Well, no, what they're showing, what they're showing, what they're really fighting beyond just parents apologizing is parents being wrong.
Oh, whoops.
Okay, because I think before the last like 4 or 5 years, it has always been, no, your parents can't do no wrong, right? Like they're, but no, we can.
Oh,
we can indeed do wrong.
Absolutely.
And it's pointing out that we're not infallible.
And the other thing is, I will say this: at the time, we thought we were right. There were certain things that had I known then that I know now, I would have dealt with things differently. But at the time, I was right, and now I can look back and say, you know what, I probably could have handled that completely different. But no, I mean, those are like I said, those are some good ones. As far as like themes and it's funny. I didn't think you were going to bring that one out, but yeah, that was the big Halloween costume thing this year. Halloween just passed. About a week ago now, and my daughter was Rumi as well, and her friend was like Mira, and the other friend was Zoe. It was a great movie, and I figured it. Oh, they're their little guy friend, the little boy, right? He was a Saja boy. So he had the
Nice.
little hat and the scars and all that stuff or whatever. So that was a big
The patterns, come on. The patterns.
Yes, the patterns. Like I said, I thought it was good. And then stuff with that, it was produced by Sony, which they did the Spider-Verse movies. So the animation is going to be good. They put out good music. So the music was going to be awesome. And then there was a lot of fame that the voice actors and the voice actress singers got a lot of I don't know necessarily fame or whatever, but they got a lot of notoriety for that. And then honestly, when my friend was like, "Hey, go check out that movie," I was like, "K-pop Demon Hunters." Just the name alone.
Yeah, I was the same way.
Like,
I was the same way.
Nah, we're not gonna do that.
But it's been playing on repeat. That soundtrack's been playing on repeat since it came out around my house.
And I am not mad at it either. Like, I'm sitting there singing. We went to last weekend. We had Fan Fest in where we live in our downtown area, and you sign up. It's called Harajuku Market, and they do a bunch of little promotions like that. So they did this one in downtown, and the wife signed us up for tickets. And if you got signed up for tickets and you stood in line, like your first 100 people got a free tote bag, and then the first 50 people got the tote bag, a goodie bag, and raffle tickets. And so the people we were gonna go with, they canceled. They're like, "Oh, we're not gonna go," or whatever. And then so lo and behold, it's right next to our farmers market. So we weren't gonna go, but we went to the farmers market. We went and saw what the line looked like, and the line was short. So we're like, "Oh, we're already registered for tickets, so why don't we just stand in line?" And then it turns out that we were 49th in line. So we got the tote, we got shirt, and this is all four of us. And of course, I can't fit that shirt. it's a medium, right? But you got a tote, a shirt, you got a little golden box that had 3 items in it. It was like a Labubu and some other stuff or whatever in there for the kids.
Not a Lafufu?
Probably. I'm sure it was a Lufufu. That's
the TJ Maxx version.
Yes, I'm sure it was. It wasn't standing up. It was sitting down. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we came away with that. Got into the little merch thing. Oh, and then we got 4 raffle tickets. The family that was in front of us, they got 4 raffle tickets, but they didn't stay for the raffle. So they sat next to us when we were all eating, and hey, we're leaving. Do you want our raffle tickets? Oh, okay. So we got 4 raffle tickets, and then the family that was before us, they got 4 raffle tickets, but they didn't stay for the raffle. So they saw us, and then they gave us their tickets. So anyway, we won the raffle 3 times. Because, people won.
Wow.
Yeah, so people weren't there for the raffle, so we won 3 times at the raffle, got some good food. But yeah, I mean, and I am not mad. We're in line, and they're playing the soundtrack, and me and my daughter were, we're belting that, and to as much as she can, and everybody. It was a great little time. I enjoyed it, and I'm glad. It was a good little fan fest, and literally it was 5 minutes from the house. So
nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, what else? What's been going on with you guys? Anything new? Anything spectacular going on?
I mean, it's not really new anymore. It's over for me. I mean, my daughter's got a couple, 1 or 2 more games. She's the cheerleader, and they're starting playoffs tomorrow. So her team made it to playoffs. My son played soccer, but that's already over now. Okay. But he had a blast. He loved it.
He's going to do it again next season?
I'm hoping he plays indoor soccer.
Oh, okay. My mic just fell over. Okay. Njord,
So,
any updates on your end?
No. It's the same thing day in, day out, man.
Okay.
It's, I mean, I got a raise, and I'm about to get a 3% raise here in January. Okay. So that's gonna put me up pretty darn decently.
Okay, life is good. All right.
A 2% is $1 raise for me now. So that's an hour. Right. So that's nice.
Oh yeah. Let me borrow $20 till payday. How about that? um, let's see. What anything new with the kids on our end? You know what? My baby boy, he just got braces. So he has an overbite, I think it's called, and you know, and he gets it from me because I don't got the greatest teeth. So
Overbite, not underbite.
it's where his lower jaw sticks out further than his top jaw. Right? So I think
Underbite.
Underbite. Okay, whatever. So he has one of those, and it's grinding his teeth. So we got to get it, you know. So he has a mouthful of metal, and the wife actually just cranked him because he has a expander in his mouth to kind of help with his teeth and all that stuff. So not only does he have braces, he has expanders. So she just like cranked him real quick. You know, the daughter. Let's see, anything new with her? No, like summer. Oh, well, we went to Disneyland. That was our summertime trip. Or was it summer? No, it was because they're year round. We literally came back. I guess it's a month now. The very first week of October, we went to Disneyland for the first time. I ain't gonna lie to you, I had a blast. But we did what I didn't want us to do, which was chase rides. I didn't want to chase rides, and that's kind of like what we did. But that was fine. I would have liked to basically kind of sit and kind of enjoy being at Disneyland. But again, it was like, you know, we want to try to get them as many rides, and we had the little multi-lane pass thing. Grandma went. It's their 70th anniversary, and it's her 70th. She turned 70. So we all kind of went down there to kind of celebrate or whatever. But it was a good time. You know, I would like to go back again. You know, I was like looking at tickets and all that stuff again, and on their next break, and then, you know, the wife was like, do we really want to spend that much money on the next break when we could kind of go somewhere else? And but that's it. That was all that's new. Other than that, work. You know, and I'm pretty sure all you guys could understand that one. It's just work. And that, you know, for me, people always ask me that, hey man, how's your day going? Whatever. And I just say I'm blessed. I'm tired, but you know, I woke up on the right side of the dirt. I'm gainfully employed, and you know that's about as good as it can be right now. Anything less than that, you know, I really don't care. You know, I'm having a good day. I'm not gonna let anything else, you know, make my day go any other way. I can provide for my family, and you know, I try to bring that positivity to the job. And they, you know, they're like, oh, you know what? That's actually true. You know, that's actually true. You know, because there's a lot of people that didn't wake up this morning, and you know, there's a lot of people that aren't gainfully employed. So, I'm having a good day.
Work for me has been a little stressful lately, just because my crew got disbanded. Mm-hmm. Like they did like a shuffle up. And I got 2 new guys. Well, they're not new, right? But they're 2 guys that the company's not really too fond of, and they kind of want to find a reason to get rid of them.
So they put them on your team.
One of them's already gone now.
Okay.
Wow.
But
well, I guess they knew what they were doing then.
well, he turned in his 2 weeks and went to go work somewhere else. It's just the fact that it's like, why? You've got a goal for me to get quantity as well as getting quality, right? Mm-hmm. But you're giving me a crew filled with guys who you guys want to get rid of.
You know what? That sounds about right. You know, it's like they want blood out of a stone. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got. And
pretty much,
yeah. That's yeah. I can hear you on that. I hear you on that.
Technically, I'm on call right now, as well. I'm actually off tonight because I had bilateral cortisone injections into my shoulders today. Yeah, I thought they were gonna do like that sedation where like I'm still kind of awake, right? But apparently they just put me right out because I remember going to get on the table. We're all sitting here talking, like the Tex and I, about like, hey, having an awesome bed because I got that Sleep Number bed. Bougie as hell with that.
Okay.
With my pain level, necessary.
That's you need to get out of the field. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm trying.
Okay,
It'll be a
okay.
couple years, but I'm trying.
Okay.
And then the next thing I hear is like, okay, the doctor's on his way. We're gonna put you to sleep now. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And the next thing I remember, I'm waking up in a wheelchair.
See, that's dangerous. Because they could have did whatever. You're like, why does my ass hurt?
That's your colonoscopy.
You're right. You're just like, oh shit, I didn't know that was gonna happen today.
By the way, quick men's health thing: if you're 40 and over, go get your colonoscopy scheduled.
Yeah.
But apparently the wife said it only took about 30 minutes from when I texted her saying that they blew out my veins from me being coming out. And then I hit the ground running again tomorrow and Monday, and I'm on call till Thursday. Monday is our first big freeze of the season.
Oh, that's when it's hitting you, huh?
Oh God! And but Tuesday is a holiday, right?
Yes.
The Veterans Day. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, my vets.
All right.
And that's triple time. So again, thank you again.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little triple time. Nothing wrong with a little triple time.
Another cool thing that kind of came up with me. The wife and I, we got new phones.
Oh yeah.
So that has been actually a lot of fun. It just came in 2 days ago for me, and came in today for my wife.
Okay.
We both had the Apple iPhone 14 Pro Max, and now we both have the iPhone 17 Pro Max.
Now let me just double check. The 14 had the old charging
Lightning cable. Yeah.
Okay.
Now we've got the USB-C.
Okay.
So that is awesome.
Oh yeah. I when I jumped, because I have a 16, I went from 14 to 16. One cable for everything. Because even the iPad I have is USB-C. So
my work iPad is USB-C.
Yeah. So it's like you had to have like two different chargers, and now you're like, oh okay.
In my truck, I had to have two different chargers.
Yeah. Crazy. Okay. USB-C. Apple a little late to the game, but we welcome it all the same. All right. Please continue.
There's a lot of cool features that I'm already sitting here like, okay, this is awesome. My most favorite probably is if I get someone who's calling me that I don't know, like their number's not saved in my phone, it's going to pick up and it's going to ask them, what is your name and what's your purpose for calling, or where are you calling from? And it's going to screen and it'll send me a message as if it was a voicemail while they're still calling, right? It puts them on hold, right?
Right.
And sends me a little like voicemail that says their name and where they're calling from. So I can, no, I'm not going to answer that.
Talking about Apple being late to the game.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
One of the updates that I don't know if it was a software update more than anything else is the same thing, but it won't even ring my phone.
No, it wasn't ringing my phone. I mean, I all of a sudden I saw there was like a little phone notification.
Yeah.
Right? Like it was like the little telephone shaking, but like it didn't take up my screen. It was just like a little icon at the top left.
Right.
Right? That was, again, coming from a 14 to this, night and day. Right?
Like I said, those things, because, you get spam calls and you get all these scams and all that stuff. So I'll look up on my phone and I have it to where it does not even ring. Like if your phone is not I have supervisors of different levels. And so I don't have a work phone. I have my own personal. So if I'm on property, they have to get me by either radio or a district phone. They can't call my cell phone. So not every supervisor has my cell phone. They're not supposed to have it. So one supervisor that, I just never worked with, but I did some overtime and worked under them on their line that day. They called me. My phone never rang because your number is not saved in my cell phone. So then they had to call like the dispatcher and have the dispatcher kind of hit me up because I'll pick up the dispatcher's number because they're in my phone.
Right.
They're like, yeah, can you call such and such? And I'm like, okay. They didn't call me, and it just hit me. They don't have my their number's not saved in my phone. It will not ring my phone. And
Yeah, so like today, again, I'm not supposed to. I have another foreman picking up my shift for today.
Yeah.
Right. Well, at 3:00, I get that little notification. This is so and so from dispatch. I'm like, oh, let's pick this up. I'm like that's kind of cool, but let's pick this up.
right, right. No, yeah. Okay, what else? What else? What color did you get? Did you get the orange one?
No, I got the blue.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see the blue. Can you show it to us? Or is it
So
in the
even
case?
my case
Oh,
is
okay.
now blue.
Oh,
okay.
That's a UAG,
But-
isn't it? I could tell. Is that UAG?
No,
Okay.
it's called Tongate. I got it off Amazon.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's
Hold
see
on,
the
I'm getting.
blue. I remember. I think it was a 12 that came in purple. I just had to get the. Okay. I like that. It's matte.
My wife got the white, and it's silver and then white
Okay.
on like this. You see the little
Yeah, the little matte part.
square there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's white for the white.
Okay. Yeah, I always try to get like the awkward color. Like the color I got with the 16, and it's in a case right now, is that desert sand color.
Right.
And because they didn't have any awkward colors for the 16. Otherwise, if I plan on jumping to the 17, then I'll probably get the orange one.
Oh, okay. So there's some cool functional buttons on here as well.
Okay, what you got?
Okay. Where I don't know what your phone looks like, but I know with the 14 Pro Max, it still had the click one way pull click for your silence. Now this is an action button, right? Instead, and it's programmable.
Yep.
Okay, so
What
you
do you gotta
can
program,
program it. I kept it as silent.
Oh, mine, when I hit mine. Oh, this doesn't.
Your flashlight.
Yes, the flashlight.
Yeah, which I probably should do, especially if I'm working late.
Yeah.
You know, just do the flashlight.
Yeah.
But it's also just super easy just to like slide down
and hit,
and hit the flashlight.
Yeah. Yep.
Or you
Where
could just.
I don't know how simple it would be to go from ring to not ring.
And Krinlee
you know.
got it as the double tap in the back on his iPhone thing.
But it only works a third of the time,
Sometime, yeah.
if that.
Okay. what
There's a
else
new
you got?
button down here. So on the opposite side, you know your lock screen button.
Yep.
There's a button down here now.
Okay.
Takes you to your camera.
What's funny is like older versions of the iPhone had something there, but it was pretty much just like an antenna, and that was
Yeah.
all it was.
Oh yes, yeah. Or it used to be what was that thing called?
Your SIM card.
Yeah, your SIM card holder. Yeah. So now they made it a button. Okay. Yep. I mean, the 16
So now
has
it's-
that too.
A button. They've got the spatial center stage. Right.
Oh, is that for the FaceTime?
FaceTime and pictures.
Okay,
right.
I
So
haven't tried
it'll
it.
like
Well,
if there's someone else who comes into your screen, it'll widen the zoom so they stay in the screen.
Okay.
Which is
my iPad
kind of
does
cool.
that. Yeah, my iPad does that.
So I still don't see the background you set on here, but it gives me the
Call
option
list.
for background.
So I don't think you can see. That's my recent call list now, like the new design.
And that's a software thing. Your 15, your
Right.
14 could have gotten that one.
No.
It couldn't have.
14 might not got the 26 upgrade.
Yeah, you know what? Because I think the new chips are for it uses the new Siri, so maybe the 14s did not get it because they don't have the hardware potential.
You guys probably got the new what is the Apple's AI?
Oh, I like
the
a camera
Chat
picture.
GPT.
Well, not only that, but they also have their own.
Siri, not
Yeah.
Siri.
No. Well, but Siri,
Oh.
but they call it something else. But yeah, they
Isn't it called
partnered with
Apple AI?
Chat Yeah,
I think it's called Apple AI.
but so Apple AI and Chat GPT
it
are
does.
now on the phone.
Yeah, it does that little glowy thing instead of like the little thing at the bottom.
That's cool.
Yeah. So instead of doing the little Siri little twirly thing at the bottom,
She just goes, "I've always wanted to be cool."
oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, and then I set my Chat GPT up with it because I use Chat GPT. So
Right.
yeah, no. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a fan of it. You know, and I loved Androids. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's simple. It's more simple. I like the
Now-
aesthetics of the phone.
I will tell you I have had an issue.
Okay, let's hear the cons.
Have an Apple Watch, right?
Mm-hmm.
I set it up. I set everything up the day I got it, so like 2 days ago. And then 24 hours after setup, even pairing my watch and connecting everything, and everything was good, all of a sudden my watch just unpaired, and I was unable to get it back.
Oh,
Like everything that I was doing was having issues. I had to erase my watch, reset it, and then I actually had to erase my phone and reset that too to end up getting it to pair. And this is a 9.
okay. I was just gonna ask you, which one do you have? Okay,
Yeah, this is a 9, so it's not super old.
right. Interesting.
So it was kind of one of those things where it was like, okay, I just got it repaired again today, so we'll see how long it lasts.
Okay. Well, hopefully it's a one-off.
Yeah,
is your
I'm hoping.
your watch updated to the new Watch OS or whatever it is? Because generally you might see glitching like that if you don't have the latest updates for each one, because maybe that's something in the new update that they fixed
Okay.
or whatever.
So it's gonna download the 26 point whatever.
Okay, yeah. So that might solve any kind of connection issue at that point.
Yeah. So hey, thanks. I got IT, with both of you guys here. So cool.
I was gonna ask if you tried turning it off and back on again.
I did.
Well, the other thing you have to do is you got to blow into the port too. You got to blow into the port to get the,
So my dad works for corporate Verizon, right? Recently, my wife and I have been starting to have issues with the lightning cable charging in our 14 Pro Maxes. Like, actually, now we're getting to that point where you got to find the wiggle, and you can even take a paper clip and try to clean out the port and everything too, and just wasn't having it.
Yeah.
Right. And then out of nowhere, my dad goes, "Hey, it's time for your upgrade." I'm like, perfect timing.
How did you know?
Right. Well, apparently it was. So my dad's got both my brothers, their spouses. Right. So that's 4. His wife, my 2 step siblings, my wife, and I. All on the same phone plan. Oh, I think my grandfather and my step grandma. So 11 people on the phone plan, and him, my stepbrother, my wife, and I were the last 4 to get our upgrades.
Oh.
So he ordered ours, and he goes, "Oh, by the way, 11 people on my phone plan is still cheaper than 5 people on my Sprint plan."
Oh yeah, especially if you work there. I used to work
Yeah.
for Verizon too. So
Yeah.
I think at the time, and I was just a salesperson. I think I got 5 my own, and then I could add up to 5 people onto it, and it wouldn't change. And then of course they gave me a phone too.
Right.
But yeah.
So he's corporate cybersecurity. He's got 11, and he was telling us upgrading us from the 14 Pro Max to the 17 Pro Max saved him $35 per person on his bill.
They're doing some amazing things. Like, we have T-Mobile, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you do this XYZ, sign up for the the latest version of a plan, and we're gonna knock this off. You do your auto pay, and they're doing everything they can to retain customers, because right now you could kind of go anywhere, and go for the best deal and not get locked in, because AT&T will pay anything you have. Every line they'll give you $1,000 to pay off the device that you got. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, you got to do what you can to retain your customers.
I don't have a phone bill, so
What did you do?
what?
Yeah. Right.
That was a fun story. That actually, when my dad approached me with that, we had just gotten to Tennessee, right? We had just gotten married, actually. And my dad calls me up. He goes, "Hey, how would you like to save some money on your phone bill?" I'm like, Yeah.
Enough
Say
said.
less.
Right? I go, all you need to do is you need to tell me how much I owe and when is it due. Right? He goes, all right, cool. I'll get back to you. I'm like, okay, cool. About a month goes by and he's like, okay, you still cool to kind of like change over to my plan? I'm like, yeah, Dad, I'm all on board. He goes, okay, we're gonna go get your phones and do all that. We'll swap over today. I'm like, all right, cool. Just you need to let me know how much is my bill and when is it due? Right. That way I can plan for everything. He goes, okay, yeah, no, I'm still with that. You and your brothers, you're all gonna pay the same thing. I'm like, okay, cool.
Right.
You just let me know. About a month goes by. I'm like, Dad, like it's been a month. How much do I owe you? And when is it due every month so I can plan for this? He goes, yeah, I'll get back to you. Right now, this time I've got my wife sitting over my shoulder, like, we owe your dad. We got to pay for our bill. I'm like, I know.
I'm working on it.
So like 3 weeks later, I finally I pinned my dad down and I'm like, Dad, how much do I owe and when is it due? Right. He goes, you and your brothers are going to pay the same thing. I'm like, that's what you told me last time.
Right.
He goes, nothing. I'm all, you call my wife.
Right. 'Cause she's chasing me down, trying to make sure.
Because I'm not one of those people looking for a handout to begin with, right? Even from my dad.
Right.
It's one of those things that it's like, no, you're saving me money. I'm willing to pay my fair share. Like, cool.
Absolutely.
Right. And that's when he turned around and he goes, for the 5 lines that I was already paying for, adding all of you guys onto it, my bill's still the same. So nothing.
Right.
I'm like, again, you need to go talk to my wife because she's not going to believe me.
Right. No, I hear you. And like I said, I work.
So
there,
that's.
and
He said just bring some extra ammo on the retreat.
right. That'll be your contribution. Yeah. So,
Funny thing though, my concealed carry permit just ran out like late last month. So I gotta go get it expired.
Are you gonna be well? Did you have? Okay, so I got a bunch of questions that hit in my head. So and it was like, pop, 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 pop. Okay, so Arkansas, because you're in Arkansas now.
Honored Tennessee's.
Okay, that's where I was getting at. Okay, so now you got to go through Arkansas and get it through them. Okay, how long do they last?
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong. This will be a question. How many can you have
6
on
years?
each permit?
What do you mean?
So in California, when you
Because California is highly liberal and they don't like guns.
well, I mean, that's debatable.
Welcome to America.
But I think you only could have 3 weapons on each concealed carry. They have to be registered for concealed carry. So you guys don't have that. No. Okay. Well, as long as it's legal.
No. At least in Tennessee we don't have that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting ready to go
Do Arkansas.
to do Arkansas's again. Now what's is kind of cool, Arkansas has different levels of their concealed carry permit, which I'm a huge fan for, right? Like your basic one, I think we are an open carry, open carry friendly state. Like I can open carry without a permit.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I identify you're carrying a weapon.
It's not concealed.
Right? Like I'm.
Yeah.
Right. I know who I'm keeping an eye on because people be stupid. But in Arkansas, you've got your basic concealed carry permit, which allows you to go do all the basic things, right? If they've got a no gun entry thing here, you can't carry it in, right? Or they have an advanced carry permit. And if you get your advanced carry permit, you can carry it into those buildings still.
Okay.
You can carry it onto state buildings.
Okay.
Right? Like I can go to the state revenue office. I can go to the governor's mansion. I can go to all of that and still carry my firearm. Okay. I can go onto college campuses with my firearm.
Okay.
But that's with the advancst carry permit. Like it's extra. It's additional classes and additional things on top
training.
of.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
And you can carry on church properties.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan for that. Huge fan.
Well, I mean, I'm not against guns. I'm against irresponsible gun owners.
Right.
So if you're
Absolutely.
so if you're
Well,
taking more classes and getting more education on it, I don't know,
but Tennessee, but right before I left Tennessee went to the shall, pretty much the shall issue or right to carry, which
is that the one that does not have classes?
that's the one where technically I can just go grab a gun, open carry or conceal carry it, and you're not going to be able to stop me because it's a constitutional carry is what it's called, which I understand what they're trying to do. But if you're going to draw a gun, I want to make sure you know you're going to hit the target you're aiming for. Right. You know what I mean? And I want you to know that you're responsible for where that bullet lands, no matter where it goes,
right.
type deal. And I want you to be able to test for it. Right, because to get your carry permit, you have to take the practical firing test, practical exam. Right. You know, I feel a lot more comfortable with people having a gun if they've had to do that than not.
Absolutely.
And I'm a gun enthusiast.
Right. Right, and absolutely, there's nothing wrong with that. And you're right. Like if you got more classes, more training, why can't you carry it into those places? And then like you said, you're doing all these things. These are also little checkpoints where people could, potentially point out that, hey, man, that guy might be unstable, or the unstable guy might not go to that extreme to do that. But bad guys are going to be bad guys, permit or not. So, yeah.
And it takes a good guy with a gun to stop a bad guy with a gun.
Yeah, so
whether that be a law enforcement officer or what, it still takes a good guy with a gun to stop a bad guy with a gun.
Right.
Let's see so like the only time I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm no one knows my actual name here or where I actually work. I do kind of I'm gonna be honest, I break the law a little bit when it comes to that, and that's when I'm on call. I go out at night by myself to respond to calls.
Right.
I was talking to a law enforcement officer at one time, and I've talked to a couple of supervisors over the course of my career. I'm going home tonight.
Absolutely.
I don't care who you are.
Absolutely. Right.
I'm going home tonight.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I don't know if many of you guys know anything about Little Rock, but back in the 90s, it was Banging in the Rock, right? I mean, that was a show that was out and about, and it hasn't gotten much better out here. Right. Okay, so again, I'm going home tonight.
Yeah. No, hey, I got something to lose, and if it's gonna be between me and you, one of my friends says, and he's a gun enthusiast too. He says, it's better for me to be tried by 12 than carried by 6.
That was exactly what I was about to say.
Like,
100%.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going home.
I'll take my chances with the 12.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, you guys out there doing the late night stuff, it is what it is.
By yourself, especially.
Yeah. Yeah. So
protect yourself.
Absolutely. And
I'm not telling you what to do to protect yourself.
Right.
But protect yourself.
Oh yeah, always. And again, it doesn't have to be that extreme either. But I mean, I have, the right to make sure I go home to my family. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do what I got to do.
I'll get fired. I'll get fired from my job.
But hey, you'll live to tell about it.
Exactly.
You'll live to collect that unemployment. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get that.
All right. So I've brought up like the last 4 topics in this catch-up. What all do y'all got?
Like I said, it's for me, for work, it's been crazy. If you guys don't know, I'm a trainer where I am, and it's been nonstop updating. And I love training, right? And Njord knows this when we worked at, worked together doing the Shadow Pack game and stuff, sharing and, learning new things and sharing and seeing people succeed. That's what I do, is right up my wheelhouse. So I like teaching, and when I signed up to do the training position that I'm doing, I just want to teach class. I just want to interact with students, And so now they got me on materials. So now I have to redo, update our training materials, and it's one of the most boringest things I've ever done in my life. And what we do is an amalgamation of departments. So I have to deal with not only the safety department, but I also have to deal with like electricians, and I have to deal with engineers, and a lot of their things kind of come together into what I'm doing, because in order to do my job, we have to use a bunch of different systems. And when I'm teaching it, I have to know how these systems work and why they work. And, in order to show somebody how to use the systems that we use, or, the new protocols that are coming down or whatever. And so it is hectic at work right now. Not only that, though, I'm also doing field evaluations for students. So I'm having to go out there and evaluate people to see if they could proficiently do the job, help them if they need any kind of help or assistance, or provide any kind of things that I have to do there. So for me, work has been busy, which is good, right? Because that just means I'm busy. That means they need me. It's not something that I originally signed up for, but I love it. I love doing it. There's just certain parts of it that are very
Dull.
tedious. Yeah, dull, tedious. It's just not up my wheelhouse to, I got like 4 different manuals open and making sure I pull a piece from here, a piece from there. But no, it's good. And just kind of like going into what we did back in, Shadow Pack Gaming. It was about, learning, teaching, sharing best practices, doing what we're doing now. Let's see. Some updates too. Sensei John and Chef Red, they just dropped their 9th episode? They signed up for 12. They're at 9 right now. They just dropped it.
Nice.
So shout out to They Don't Get It podcast. They Don't Get It TV. I'll put a link in the description. We could talk about that, whatever. But they just dropped their 9th episode. So still doing producer stuff on the side. I think we're getting together this Sunday. So I say all this to say is, honestly, guys, go out there and find your work balance. I do this for fun. I hang out with these gentlemen here because I really do enjoy their company, and it kind of gets me out here doing what I love, which is this, right? So even though work and life and all this stuff is going to be hectic, make sure you find time to do the things that you like to do and be around the people you like to be around, So yeah, I mean, that's it.
Like tonight, I'm going to be honest with the viewers, just kind of piggybacking off what you said right now, right? I'm on call. Come 6:30 tomorrow morning, I'm not guaranteed to be at home for the next 3 to 6 days, right? I could very easily just say and be like, guys, I'm just going to go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some guaranteed sleep right now while I can. But this is fun, right? This is a de-stressor. This is one of those things that it's like, hey, make that time.
Yeah.
Before
go ahead.
we go anywhere else, I have a new What's in Your Cup. Now I am on that Malibu and pineapple juice. Okay. So
hey, keeping it all tropical. I feel you.
I'm not on call.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, make sure you guys go out there and do that time. It's funny, but it fills my cup. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to make sure that you're doing the things that fulfill the things that you want to do. And I was excited that because it was me and Krinlee were talking, whatever, and then NjordGod came in here, put his little cape on, and was like, "I'm gonna be there too." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, we're doing, for sure. We're excited to talk to you guys again and hang out, just if the little bit that we can." So again, do something that makes you happy, that fills that cup, even though you're tired. I get it. You're super busy. I just read this thing today, guys, that talked about like there's however many hours in a week, and you have 40 hours to work and blah 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 to eat, and then you have and the number I remember, 72 hours for the rest of the week to do whatever you want. Now, what you do with that will determine on what your priorities are. So we just talked about men's mental health. It being a part of, Movember, which is supposed to be, a men's health awareness, global health awareness deal. Do things that fulfill that cup. Make that a priority. And, just like traditionally, and, we talked about that earlier today, is that as men, that's not traditionally what we do. Suck it up, go to work, provide, right? Don't say nothing, and then die. you know, and don't do that. Don't do that. You know,
All right, I want to piggyback on something that happened to me last night.
uh-oh.
If I'm being honest. So yeah, fill your cup. Make sure you're happy. Okay. But let's also remember, we don't know what the guy you're talking to across from whatever, you don't know what he's going through. You don't know what's going on in the background, especially if he's working right at the moment. He's helping. He's there to do a job. Don't approach him with your frustration. Okay, you don't know what's going on. I had a guy. I got a call from dispatch last night, like towards the end of my shift, right? My scheduled shift, my straight time shift, right? And it's about 7 o'clock at night. I get told water spraying in the air. All right, cool. Myself, my crew, we're on our way out there. I get there, I'm like, hey man, how's it going? And he just starts laying into me with attitude. Like just and I'm like, oh man, I just got here, right? I'm the on-call guy. I don't work this area. Like I'm just getting caught up to speed on what's going on.
Right.
He goes, oh, it's leaking right there. And I'm like, okay, well, here's the thing. Let me get the water turned on so I can see where it's leaking, right? Because every water department, we cover up to so far, right? And then it becomes the customer liability, like customer responsibility. And there's a gray line, kind of, on what we'll do, right? And this guy just... he met me with that intensity and that frustration and that upsetness right off the bat, that when I saw the water spray out of just on the other side of our responsibility, and it technically was on his responsibility, I looked him dead in the face and said, I'm not fixing that. Technically company policy is that's not our liability. Like you've got to take care of that. Right. I proceeded to spend the next 35 minutes getting cussed at. Okay. Approach the person that you're talking to like he's going through the worst. Okay. Just because you're frustrated, guys, like, your feelings are valid. I'm going to say that right now. But it's not always on the guy who's responding. It's not always on the person that you're actually talking to at that time. So, yes, make yourselves happy, but let's control ourselves too. Okay? Because if he would have met me with frustration, but not at me, right? Like, hey, this is a shitty situation. Yeah, right. I completely agree. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, let's see what we can take a look at. I would have fixed it for him. It would have been a very simple fix for me. 100%. And I even told him that. I said, hey, he goes, you guys don't ever do this? I'm like, yeah, sometimes we do. But you met me with attitude, and I'm going to stick to the company policy. I straight told him. Yeah. As he was cussing and hollering, I called my supervisor. I'm like, look, this is what's going on. This is what I told him. This is what I'm doing. He goes, you're doing the right thing. All right, cool. Click. Right. We got in our trucks and we left. So it'll be frequently in life that we go through a situation where we need someone's help and it's frustrating for us. But let's not pass that frustration out and take it out on the person who's responding to help.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, there's, just because you have a bad day. I mean, like whenever I get, have to deal with a difficult situation like that, the first thing I always ask is, are you okay? Or how are you doing? You know, is it a bad day? What's going on? You know, let's diffuse. Let's diffuse, because I know you're not mad at me, but I'm gonna ask how you're doing, and let that be the cue to check yourself. And that's how we train to diffuse situations. Like, how are you doing today? Is everything all right with you? And then you come to find out that the dog just got killed or something like that, or they are having a bad day, and how we respond to that. But yes, the way you treat people, yeah, you want to make sure that top priority. When I train, I always say it's people first, company second. Right. There's some rules that can be bent, others can be broken. right? I mean, we can bend the rules a little bit, but we want to make sure, what I do with scheduling and things like that is my deal is to get everybody home on time. When shit hits the fan, my job is to ensure everybody that's out there dealing with the situation gets home on time. And they know that. So when I have to give a assignment that they don't like, I don't get grief because they know I'm working for them. They know that, if you come at me and you check in with me and you're having a bad day, I'm gonna do my best to figure this out. And hopefully put a positive spin. That's when people, XYZ, it's a bad day here. I don't like coming here. And I say, I take that, I spin it. Yeah, seems like you might be having a good day, but check this out. You're here again, and my main thing is like, I'm here, I'm gainfully employed, and I woke up on the right side of the dirt. There's a lot of people that didn't get to do that today, so let's start there. Let's start the day off with that. And then let's kind of go forward, right? But yes, totally agree. Had anybody? Go ahead.
I've worked under foremen, right? Who I'm just gonna say, bold. we have placated the customers that we had no business doing those things for, right? Whatsoever, and they were nasty. It was all for, hey, let's placate the customer. We need to be nice to the customer. No bullshit. Okay, I'm sorry. No, we had no responsibility over that, right? And they've been an asshole to us this entire time. This is complete crap. We shouldn't be doing it, right? And that was me on the crew. That was not me leading things, right? I know for a fact that if I start doing these placating to these bullshit things, right, my crew's gonna lay down on me, right? I'm not going to let my crew, I'm not going to let myself get treated in a bad way. I'm going to stick up for my crew. We're not going to do the things that are unreasonable.
Right.
Period. And that's going to make my guys want to sit here and fight for me when I do ask them to do things.
Yeah. Hey, and that's.
I just want to say, like, you actually showed that, like, even not just in your job, like in Shadow Pack Gaming, like you had that same mentality.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
How you treat people is always going to come back, and I believe in like karma. I believe in universal energies, and what you put out there is what you're going to get back. So I don't like negativity around me, so I'm not going to put negativity out there in the universe either. And there's some people you can't help, which is fine, but it's not due to my lack of effort. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you come at me,
That's the only difference between kind of what you would do and what I do. When I'm showing up to someone after hours, there's an issue. There's a big issue.
Right.
And they're freaking out already. Right? Tensions are already high by the time I get there. and normally I can get it deflected to where it's not geared at us. Like, absolutely. Yeah, we're here to help. We're here to help. Right? But if they don't lay off of it, I'm no longer here to help. Yeah, I'm going to do what I'm mandated to do and nothing more.
Right. Yep, that's it. And again, that's interpersonal skills, that's communication skills. And yeah, people will go the extra mile. We're talking about the American dream at work. And I said, the average American is simple. Right? We want to be able to provide for our family, educate our kids, not have to kill ourselves at work, go on a couple vacations a year, and we'll work till we die. We're okay with that. We're okay with, I got a roof over my head, food in my stomach, I'm saying, it's just, I'm okay, and I will work till I die. That's how simple we are. Most Americans, that's all we want. That is the American dream. Right? And it's just like all that negativity and it's just like I don't want to surround how I talk to people, how I communicate with others. That's all I want to do. I just want to be able to provide for my family. And the job that I have fell into my lap. Like, I was not in this industry prior. So I'm still I've been in it for 19 years now. So I'm not learning anything per se new when it comes to interpersonal skills in my industry, but like I said, it's going to be about that. It's going to be about your communication. It's going to be about treating people right, understanding those frustrations. But at the same time, hey, I'm a human too. And this is all I'm doing. I am here to provide for my family, and this is what I'm mandated to do. This is what is my contractual obligation, and I will do no more than that. But again, some folks are more deserving than others.
Right.
And that's the same thing. Like we come out here, we got guys that come out here and do stuff around the house, or, we want to make sure they're being treated right because we want to make sure the job gets done right. Yes, I understand I'm paying you, but you know what? It doesn't cost anything to be kind. It doesn't cost anything to be kind. And so, I just do that. And it kind of goes back into that whole, you don't know what people are going through. Right? So now you about to blow up at this guy. And, you don't know. This guy might be on the, the edge right there. And, again, be kind. It doesn't cost anything extra than that. Especially in high-tension situations. We always want to diffuse anything. But yeah. Okay. That's good. That's good.
But and to kind of put it back into, and to kind of put it back into your whole thing, right? Of even in high tension situations, we can still fill other people's cups.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's bring this back around to men's health and men's mental health, right? In general, people's human mental health, right? In shitty scenarios, let's help fill other people's cups. It helps everybody get through the situation a lot easier.
Especially if we can.
Yeah.
Just like I said, some people didn't wake up the way we did, and if we could go out there and help the few people that we can, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Good. No, I love that. I do want to talk about some gaming. We're gamers, right? Let's talk about gaming, right? Anybody playing anything new or anything like that? Any updates?
Krinlee, I'll let you go first because you probably game more often than we do.
Actually, it's probably the opposite. I haven't really been gaming at all. But I have been working on. I've got 2 Minecraft servers up and running.
Nice. Okay.
I don't really play on them, but they're there and they're on my Discord server if you want to go check them out.
Okay.
Sean, what are you gaming on?
Man, you know what? I've been, Nintendo Switch has been my friend just because I'm always on the go. If I'm not traveling from one site to the other or something like that.
What? You don't have a Steam Deck? That's blasphemous.
You don't have a Switch too?
No,
Oh.
I don't have a Switch. You know what? Because I'm into retro gaming, so I don't need anything, So a couple things I've played. Let's see. Since the last we've talked, Suikoden, I beat part 1. I think I did a blog on that one. Replayed Final Fantasy, the first one. Did a blog on that one. The one that kind of hit me because Final Fantasy Tactics came out. To get ready for that, I played Octopath Traveler 2. So I beat 1. And then I went off and played 2. Great game. Oh my God. Great game. I did not want the game to end. Like when I got to the end, I was like, damn, I don't want it to end. So yeah, end up beating that. The last thing I got to do is beat the final boss. But I looked up what you get for beating him, and I'm like, I'm not gonna grind that hard to beat that guy. Played that currently. So then Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles came out. I played the original back when it came out, like 97 or whatever it was. So I'm going through that right now. I just unlocked Cloud, so I'm getting through the game there. I'm excited about that. Grinding, and again, just anytime you're sitting on the game. As far as like first-person shooters, this year, some of the homies jumped over to Battlefield 6.
That's what I was about to talk about.
Okay, and then some of the other homies are looking at Call of Duty and are thinking they'll probably still play Black Ops, whatever it is, 6. They won't jump to the new one because they kind of don't like what they see yet. So I don't know. I haven't had a lot of time to sit down in front of the rig. Obviously, we haven't done shows in that long. I have not really had a time to sit down and in front of the rig to do that kind of gaming. That's why I kind of switched over, funny, no pun intended, but to the Switch because I could do it on the go. But yeah, I think after I do Final Fantasy, I'm gonna just switch over to Dragon Quest. The HD 2D remake for Dragon Quest came out.
Okay.
So once I get done with Final Fantasy, I'll switch to that. So that's where I'm at as far as my gaming journey.
Okay. I'm going to need you to message me that game name.
Which one?
Okay, so I can send it to my father-in-law, the one that you're good, Dragon Quest.
Oh, okay.
But the new version of it, like
The
message
remake?
me that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I am a glutton for punishment. I'm a masochist.
I love how you let's preclude with this. Let's start here. Right.
Man, I have been a Battlefield fiend
Okay.
since Battlefield 4.
Okay.
Like it is, as far as first-person shooter goes, it is my favorite game to play, Battlefield 4. And I have been chasing that rush since Battlefield 4.
Okay. You're not the first person that's told me that either.
Well, let me ask you this: you remember Battlefield 1, the one that come out after 4?
Yes.
You remember
I'm
the
getting there.
pistol for the sniper?
Yes.
I actually have one of those in real life. The Frommer Stop.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's a World War One gun.
So
Go ahead, sorry.
after Battlefield 4 came the one with the cops and robbers, Breakline, or something like that, and it was garbage.
Oh, you're
Absolute.
talking about yeah. Wasn't that Ghost Recon?
No.
It was called
No.
Battlefield.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was.
Oh, Siege.
Heartbreak or break? Yeah.
No. Hold on, I'm gonna name it.
Oh, I'm thinking Rainbow Six.
Hard-
Hey
Hardline.
Siri, what was the Battlefield game that was about cops and robbers? Hardline, Battlefield Hardline.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that one literally was like you played as SWAT or criminal,
Okay.
right? And it was a hot mess. It was hot garbage.
Flaming hot.
But I played it. But I played it because I was like, oh yeah, Battlefield, right? And then Battlefield 1 came out. Battlefield 1 wasn't bad. I think it was cool because they reset it back in like World War 1, right? So it had that feel of it. You could ride a horse and kill people with a sword in like in the sand dunes of Egypt.
Right.
Like it was cool.
Okay.
But then they started going. What was the next one after that? It was
I don't follow Battlefield.
5,
so.
Battlefield 5,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
right? And then they came out with 2042, which I was super excited for 2042. I pre-ordered it, I bought the game, I did the beta, and I was like, this has all the makings to be absolutely amazing. And then I got a refund because I returned it.
Oh.
They didn't even have
was-
like a campaign for that one, did they?
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
trash. Okay, if I thought Hardline was hot garbage, Battlefield 2042 was abhorrent. I mean, it was.
Is that like a three-syllable word?
I'm using the big ugly words
Right.
for 2042.
Abhorrent. I think that's 3 syllables right there. Holy smokes. Okay.
Again, it was the first time I have ever returned a game
Wow. Okay. All right.
and got a refund.
Right. Okay.
I sat here and I saw 6 coming out, and I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it, Neo. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Right? I didn't even play the beta. I was
played
like,
the beta.
nope.
I played the second week of the second beta that they did.
Right. I didn't play it at all. I was like, I'm not going to get hooked in on flashy promises. Right. you know?
Oh, is it out already? I don't know if it's out already.
Oh, yeah, it's out.
already.
It's out.
Okay.
And a couple guys at work started talking about it. And I'm like, I'm getting those like cold sweat itches,
Yep,
right?
yep.
Like,
Right, now you got FOMO. You know what I'm saying? Fear of
I'm going
missing
through
out.
withdrawals. What's going on? I'm like, man, I got to get my fix. You know, like,
Okay, so you got it.
and I got it. Yeah,
Okay,
I got
all
it.
right, Okay. All right.
Um,
So tell us a quick synopsis.
I am loving this campaign because right now that's really all I'm really having time to play.
Okay.
I'm going through on the hardest mode that you can,
I can never do that.
and Oh, it's so much fun. It is a lot of fun. It's challenging. So like those who just like, I'm gonna rerun it through on easy to go find all like the little Easter egg things after I get done with this, right? The game mechanics are amazing. I'm really enjoying them. I jumped into one. Loving it. Like, so my biggest thing that I like doing in Battlefield, especially in 4, was I'm a recon sniper, right? I like to find somewhere high, post up, and I'm just gonna start taking out. My favorite thing to do as a recon is to take out other snipers.
Okay.
Like I just like getting into sniper battles back and forth across the maps. That's my friend. That's nostalgia. My best friend and I in 4 would get on opposite teams on purpose and just try to kill each other. Like that's
Okay. All right.
high time fun. But so far, the game plays amazingly,
Okay.
and I'm loving it.
Is the
I
campaign
absolutely am.
multiplayer?
I don't know
Okay.
because I don't get to play very often that long,
Yeah.
so it's not even something I've been
Yeah, so pick up and,
looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When I played the beta, completely different than Call of Duty. Like, and when we play Call of Duty, it's deathmatch. It ain't all the extra bullshit.
right.
So played the beta, and I really liked it. I played the engineer. That's the one that could shock people away.
Fix.
Build stuff.
That's
It's the
engineers
support
that
guy.
support.
Okay, I'm the support guy. I like being that
Yeah.
guy. I mean, and you should know this about me already. I like being like the healer or something like that.
Shocked.
Right. So I played that, and I was like, okay, you run around with an LMG, you got a shield, you can put the little shield barrier up, you got the little things to instantly get people up. I like that, and it's cool because in the beta, and I don't know how it is out there, but you got points for like suppression fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like you were, even if you didn't hit nothing, if they got taken out and they pinged the guy that shot them, right? You could lay down suppression fire and not even hit them. But like if they, backed off, you got points for that. I was like, to me, that's cool. Like you didn't have to kill everybody or whatever. You could play your role.
You get points for assists.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So like if I tag you with one bullet and someone else kills you, right, I still get points.
Yeah, I thought the beta was real cool. I found the little spot. It was me, one of the guys I play with, and then just maybe 3 or 4 guys, and we held up in one spot. I put the little shield out. I dropped the little ammo box, doing a little suppression fire. I had fun with it. I did. Yes, the mechanics are completely different than Call of Duty for sure. So.
Oh, 100%.
Exactly what you
It's
said
a
is
complete.
why I like it. Well, not 6 specifically, but what the Battlefields I have played is like you play your role, and that's
Yeah.
all you need to do.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's designed not to be like Call of Duty, right? I mean, you've got no battle royale, right? If you want smaller maps, you can do the smaller maps. They have more run and gun like Call of Duty feel type games, but you still have the different classes, right?
And
that
I
you can
think
pick.
Battle Royale is where 5 went wrong.
I couldn't.
'Cause I
Yeah,
think that
they
was
did
when
do a Battle
tried
Royale,
to
didn't
do- Yeah, yeah. They tried to be
Yeah.
Call of Duty in that one, kind of a little bit,
Did not work.
without being Call of Duty.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, like I said,
But here's the chase. Here's the chase of the makers of Battlefield, right? Call of Duty's got what, like 2 or 3 different design companies making Call of Duty.
generally
yeah.
Right?
2. So it's like Treyarch and then
Treyarch
like
and
Activision. I think is the
Ravensoft.
Right.
Yeah,
Or-
yeah, it's something like that. How they one year one does it, the next year the other one does it.
You have Black
Battlefield's
Ops
just got-
and then
They're people,
Right.
right? They're the solo company that does Battlefield, and they're just trying to.
Be Battlefield.
After so many flops that they've had, they've been trying to like catch up. And as frustrated as I am, I get it. I understand. They don't have the outside eyes or the outside anything like that. And they're just trying to play catch up. But I think going back to their basics, they've reinvigorated their fan base. And
they're still doing
that's
better
awesome.
than Ubisoft.
All the the little pollings or whatever shows that it's doing great with fans right now.
Yeah.
I'm just, you know what, because I'm a Call of Duty person too. What's got me looking at Call of Duty is the zombies. They got the new clips for the zombies and all that stuff. So I'll wait and see. I guess it's like November 17th. They're supposed to drop.
I haven't even seen anything about it.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a zombies fan. I like shooting zombies in the face in that game arena. Right?
That would be one cool thing that Battlefield could bring. Zombies.
Yeah, and it's just
like I know that's not their shtick.
Yeah.
Right? That's not their shtick because they try to go for more like battle realism.
Yes.
Right?
When you die, you come back as a different fighter.
But so that's what has me looking at Call of Duty again, because I haven't been able to really sit down and make the decision of which one I'm going to buy. Half the homies went out and got Battlefield 6. The other half are looking to jump into Call of Duty. They played the betas. They don't like what they see because I guess now one of the homies was like, they could wall jump now. They could like run and like ninja gate in a wall and shoot them.
So they're bringing back that from like Ghost?
Or
whatever one had the
space
whatever had the exosuits.
Yes, So he in the beta, that's what he saw. He was running past this guy, and he hit a corner, and the guy he saw that he did boom boom, got to the top of the building, and then was able to shoot him. And he's like, I don't like that movement system. So yeah.
So my suggestion, because you are predominantly a Call of Duty guy, switch it up this time. Go with Battlefield.
That'll probably be what we do.
You also are the type of individual, you don't like the skins and all that jazz, right? That drives you nuts. I know that about you. Yeah. You're not going to get that in Battlefield.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the other thing too. Like, there's certain things I will. You know what I'm saying? I like what they were doing, like with anime skins and stuff like that. But the bunnies and the rats and the demons. I'm like, I don't want to play this shit.
The skin packs that you're going to get on Battlefield are going to be like actual operator packs.
Right. Which they are, like I said, they're supposed to be that. Right. So,
yeah.
No, I'm excited. Okay, so we're hitting about...
And if you get it, I'll play with you.
Okay, yeah, we're getting basically, 46 minutes in. I mean, I think that's really good for a catch-up episode. Being able to hang out with you guys. We got anything we'd like to talk about prior to ending our show this evening?
My cup's dry. You gonna fill it up?
So I mentioned my 2 Minecraft servers. I also have the opportunity for like an Ark server, a Rust server, and a DayZ server.
So,
if you get an Ark server, are you doing like Ark Ascended?
Survival Evolved.
Dude, you should do Ark Ascended. I'm gonna be honest.
So I know nothing about how to set up servers so can you just quickly regale us with what it takes
Nagato
for you to be able to set this stuff up?
So you can use a service that does everything for you, or you can, like, I have a server already.
Or Nitrado.
Mine's run out of a Docker container. So I just spin up the Docker container.
I don't know what that means either.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I mean, it's hard to explain. I mean, it literally just runs. Like,
so is it?
I have a config file.
Okay, so it's on a PC, right? Is what I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to pay for it, right?
No. So I mean, I have a server. It's an Unraid server, and it runs strictly off of Docker containers. Everything I have on it is in a Docker container, which is like, it's like I said, it's hard to explain.
Talk dumb to me.
Yeah, is it like is it a cloud thing? Is it a cloud service thing? Is it actual physical hardware? Like,
no. So say like you have virtual machines that pretty much is like a computer that runs within a computer, but it's kind of like that, except it only allocates what it needs. It uses everything that the PC has to offer, but it only uses what it needs.
Okay,
and
it's like a partition.
Kinda. I mean,
he's like, no, but yes.
I mean, that's probably about the easiest way to explain it. So, like, it's a container. It has all of its own, like, user and information and all of that, but it's not like an application. So the Docker container, it runs the code, but that's pretty much all it does. So it has a config file in it that you put set up the configuration for what you want to run, and then you start up the container and it just runs it. So like my Discord bot that I created is in a Docker container. I turn it on and it just works.
Okay.
So and the game servers are like that too. So in the game server configuration, I set up the IP address and everything that however it's supposed to be, and then you just connect to that. Like when you go into Minecraft, you go to servers, you put in the server address and then the port that it connects to, and it just works.
And you're there.
Like I said, you should look at survival or
Arc.
Ascended.
I'll see if they
what's the
got that
difference?
one.
That's what. So, in Ark of Survival Evolved, so they've simplified a lot of things, and the graphics are better on Ascended, right?
Yeah.
So in Survival Evolved, right? I don't know if you remember this, but I was a huge Ark player.
Oh, yeah.
Huge Ark player. I'm actually still playing Ark to this day, but I switched over to Ascended. Now, like instead of having to build a wall that is either a wall, a door, a window, or a double door, and those are different categories to actually build. Now you build a wall, and once you have the materials to build a wall, you can like switch through what you want it to be, a window or a door or something like that. So it takes up a lot less storage space in your engrams to build things, like in your
Inventory, basically?
file size of like, so if you're going down to you want to build structures, you go to stone, you don't have a list this long because you've got multiples of everything that you want to build. You got a list this long because the roof also becomes stairs. The sloped roof also becomes stairs. It also becomes a ramp. It also becomes this.
So when you have thatch, you have thatch walls, thatch roof, thatch floor, thatch doors, all that.
So a thatch wall can be a door, can be a window, can be everything that would be in place of that wall.
Okay.
So I could set up a Survival Ascended server. I don't have it, so I can't play it. Which I think is why I went with Survival Evolved.
Okay. I'm playing Ascended, and it's nice.
Especially when you
But it would have to
simplify
have
games
every
like
map.
that. Especially when you're playing a game like that requires all of that stuff. So be able to compact it. And again, it lessens the grind, I'm sure, because instead of you having to go
And the
out-
mods that you can get with it too to like make things look different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
You go, Mr.
DayZ,
Krinlee?
that's where I'm trying to get, man. I'm trying to get some people playing DayZ.
What? Oh, DayZ.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a big Russian map, and it's just zombies. And if you host your own server, there's not like random players to kill you.
Oh. So you get to shoot zombies in the face?
Yeah.
I might look into that because I like shooting zombies.
I'm looking at you for Survival Ascended because the server I'm playing on has so many people on it that every time you go fly past a base or something like that, you start lagging out because there's so many people.
Oh.
Right?
Right.
And I'm like, this sucks, but I don't want to go pay a Nitrado fee every month just to have my own server.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, with that, let's go ahead and close out our. How long have we been running? Oh, gee.
I thought we started at 8:30 or 6:30.
Yeah, it is an hour and 30. You know what? I'm looking and I'm like, oh, 30 minutes. That doesn't look right. Oh, we're at an hour and 38 minutes. So we're good. We're solid. Okay.
Yeah, we did After Dark too.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and end our show. Just want to say thank you to you guys. You know, yeah, I mean, I love you guys. You know,
Love you
and one
too.
thing about the friendships is like, you know, it's been a couple months, and it's like we never missed a beat. So that's awesome. Obviously, you know, Krinlee, you want to any last end of show comments you'd like to make before we close up?
No, just throwing out my servers was my last little bit.
Okay, all right. Njord, what you got for us?
Be kind and rewind.
And if you know where that came from, you're older than dirt. If you know exactly where that came from.
Mos Def was in that movie, wasn't he?
Well, I don't get the reference from that. I get it from a store that was yellow and blue.
Yep.
And,
Well, there was a movie called Be Kind Rewind too.
Oh, okay.
There was.
But yeah, I know what you're saying.
Okay, yeah, right. So anyways,
Man, I just felt dated when I mentioned Charlie the unicorn. Oh, no,
It's-
Charlie.
We're going to Candy Mountain,
Mountain Charlie.
Jesus Christ.
Shun the non-believer. Shun.
Oh, God.
Oh, and by the way, if you are listening, you just lost the game.
Oh no! Why did you do that?
I do not know where that reference is from.
You're gonna get a text in 30 minutes.
Let's see here. What was I gonna say? Okay, so that's gonna be tonight's show. I just want to say thank you to everybody that is showing up. I guess there's new things. If you were a Patreon subscriber, we still got a little Patreon ticker that's down there. But I did close out the Patreon. We just weren't putting enough content to have a Patreon page. So I did end up shutting that down. So anybody that was getting charged, it shouldn't be charged anymore. I want to say thank you to everybody that supported us there. And once we kind of get to more of, consistency, maybe we'll put it back up. Maybe, see where it goes. You can still check us out at shadowpackwest.com. There's a bunch of blogs on there. Obviously, you'll see links to everything that we do here. Krinlee, are you still doing your music stuff? Are you still playing your bass and streaming that?
I haven't been streaming. No,
Okay.
I've been playing a little bit. I'll talk about that after.
Okay. Well, like I said, so, again, we're still around, but dad life gone dad life. And, again, we're going to do this to, fill our cup. But, we're going to take care of our families and do this as we can to take care of ourselves. So, again, thank you guys for joining us this evening. If you guys don't got any questions, comments, emotional outbursts, I want to say thank you for listening to this episode. And I can't say join us next week because we don't know if next week's going to come around. But join us in our next episode where you can get your dad life, dad advice. Peace out.